Caution. When you come to the Philippines, be careful, because you may think you're coming for a tourist vacation, getaway for a while. Careful, the Philippines has a way of sucking you in and grabbing you and keeping you. It's not always easy to get away once you come and visit. You've watched tons of YouTube videos about the Philippines, and now you're ready to go. You've planned everything, what to pack, where to stay. You're excited and full of ideas. Maybe you're eager to hit the beach, check out a coffee shop, or try a local restaurant. But be careful, you never know about the Philippines, how it will impact you. In this video, I'll share how the Philippines changed me, what my YouTube channel offers, and why I can say that the Philippines chose me. Hello everyone, I'm Jay with Jay's Philippines. Thank y'all for coming back again this week. If you can, hit that like and subscribe button. Always leave a comment if you got something you want to let me know, want me to talk about, something to talk about in the future maybe. Love to hear from you. I've gotten some comments saying that I only show a perfect, unrealistic view of the Philippines, like it's all unicorns and rainbows. If you're looking for negativity, this isn't the channel for you. I might discuss some real issues occasionally, but mostly this channel is about positivity and my family. And the stalker, been on for 6 years, ever since Cebu. One of the first things I decided to do when I started this channel was to make sure that it was a family channel. I'm not a news network. I'm not here to update on today's weather, although I may talk about the weather. I'm not here to talk about all the problems in the Philippines, but from time to time I might mention some of the things. But this channel is dedicated to my daughter, to my wife. This is theirs. This is something for some business reasons and some family moments and stuff like that for the future. I'm not here to educate that many people. I'm trying to keep it lighthearted for the most part, while you might get something out of it. You know, I really admire Filipino people. The last thing I feel they need is another expat over here vlogging about the problems in the Philippines. It's not what this channel is going to be. And if I have a lot of unicorns to talk about, a lot of sunshine and rainbows, I'm going to talk about them. If it's too much, you might want to follow one of the news network bloggers.
Just another unicorns and rainbows vlogger. Why don't you keep it real, Jay?
You know, there's so many out there. Like, there's no shortage of expats sitting around the Philippines talking about all the problems. You'll find that anywhere. This is about my daughter, my wife, and our experience in the Philippines. And for the most part, it's a love story. It's a fun story. It's something I like to share. I imagine a lot of Filipinos around the world who are starting to watch as well, the last thing they want to do is come to my channel to hear about the problems in the Philippines. I'm sure they want to probably relax for a few minutes. They might want to hear something positive, see happy stories. Hey everyone, Jay here. Originally from Kentucky, 6 years ago I craved a change and landed in the Philippines for a fresh start. Never thought I'd meet my wife and start a family there, including our awesome daughter. Curious about our American Filipino life? Subscribe to Jay's Philippines and see how this Kentucky boy navigates life between America and the Philippines with his family. Much more to come. You're way back there. You're about 2 foot tall. You know, one of the biggest things about the Philippines, it's kind of important to let some people know, to be careful about, is I didn't choose the Philippines. I'm not trying to be cliche either. The Philippines chose me. I just came to visit. I didn't know I was going to live in the Philippines. I didn't know I was going to love the Philippines. I knew I wanted to come, explore, and have some fun.
Hi.
Hello.
Are you lost?
That's all I knew at the time when I got there. And that's all it takes. Be careful when you come to the Philippines, because the Philippines has a way of just grabbing you and you can't let go. You land in the Philippines and you think you're just coming to visit. You're coming to hang out for a little while. Maybe meet some girls, maybe have a little fun, maybe just sightsee. See things that you've seen on YouTube before or on videos. And you're like, I want to see that myself.
Some balut, sir?
Coconut?
Be careful. You come to the Philippines, it's highly probable that it won't be the last time Philippines is a part of your life. There's a good chance that a relationship will develop. There's a good chance that you just don't want to leave. There's a great chance of that happening. But there's something about the Philippines that once you visit, it will probably become a part of your future. It may become part of your future. It may be something you can't let go of. It could very easily become something that your entire life changes and focuses around. Your job, your freedom, how much time can you spend there? Will your current job allow you to pursue the Philippine new desires desire that you have to spend time in the Philippines. Many of us out there already know these things. Once you visit the Philippines, it really does change a part of your life. Whether or not you start making plans for the future or you find ways to make it happen right now. That's where I fall into it. I'm making plans. I'm making it a part of my every year strategy. Every year, the Philippines is a part of my life right now. Whether I'm there or not, it doesn't change anything. I still look at property. I still look at news. I still look at what's going on in the Philippines. I still watch what's happening in regions. If it's an area I want to visit, grow into.
Philippines, here I come. And I hope I didn't forget something.
I have an Asian daughter born in Cebu City. I've got the same responsibility as Filipinos have with their children. I have a job to know this city, to know the Philippines, the rules, how to live, how to survive in this country. It's not a tourist spot for me no more. It is home. You know, you don't have to agree. You don't have to acknowledge it. When you have a child and add a wife into that, you have a responsibility to understand, learn, acknowledge, accept the Philippines for what it is. It's not a tourist no more. It's not a vacation destination. I need to learn the rules, the laws, the way things happen, the way things work. That little girl down there is going to spend the rest of her life in a country.
I knew it. I forgot something to bring here.
The last thing I want for her to ever think is that Dad just kind of was a tourist in this country. Dad came and went. He didn't build houses. He didn't learn anything. He didn't start a business. It's like I got every reason to start a business in the Philippines as I do here in Kentucky. There's nothing stopping me. These girls right there deserve a dad, a father, a husband to accept and embrace the country, not just kind of find a way to survive it. Another thing about having a daughter in the Philippines that changes you, that you don't realize until you're a dad of a daughter, an Asian Filipino baby in the Philippines. Hear those words, let it sink in. It's different when you become a father of a daughter. A lot of the channels I would watch in the past are really unwatchable now. A lot of the guys I used to watch for information or just get an understanding of the Philippines can't watch them no more. You know, it's like when you watch a lot of these channels, you hear a lot of this stuff over and over and over again. You hear the same news cycle. You hear the same problems in the Philippines over and over. Well, a lot of the guys still talk about girls in the Philippines as if they're going grocery shopping. Like they're products in a store, you know, how do you find a finer product or how do you find more of them? That stuff really makes me mad now. Yeah, I don't want to get into that subject matter because I'll basically be calling out a lot of types of vloggers real easily. Those things, when you're a father of a daughter in the Philippines, makes you mad. That's not even the word I really want to use, but we'll keep it with makes me mad. My daughter's an Asian baby. Some of the things I hear some of the vloggers talking about here in Philippines really makes it sound like, you know, the girls are just a product. You can have them. You just show up here, they're yours. When I hear other vloggers talk about how the dating has changed in the Philippines, good. I'm glad it's changed. I'm glad it's harder. I'm glad you can't come over here with an oxygen tank and a wheelchair and just pick up a girl anymore. I'm glad it's not easy anymore. I'm glad you might have to work a little harder to get a girl in the Philippines. I'm glad that you might have to shave or clean yourself up. You might actually have to take a bath. Yes, I said it because I'm glad you have to a little bit. I hope it gets harder. I don't want it to get easier. It's amazing how many people out there with a channel acts like just literally show up here. You should have just been able to get a girl just because your presence appeared. And that's not getting cocky. That's not getting anything different. But when you have a daughter that's Asian, I don't want men to see my daughter and think, hey, look, here I am. Expat arrived. Come here, honey. Come here, you're mine. See, I got a wallet. Look, I got a phone. I got a condo. I'm yours now if I want you. I mean, that's really a mentality of a lot of men. They thought they could just come over here and have that. And there may have been a time, because that's also what they say. There was a time that they could do that, and now they're upset that they can't. They diss cities. Like, this city sucks now. This city, I wouldn't go there. You can't just show up here anymore. In fact, there's a vlogger in Valencia. I was so close to putting it on there, and it'll probably come a day, because when I hear some of the stuff that I hear on some of these channels, it makes my blood boil. Literally, don't come to Dumaguete because they don't have a nightlife. They don't have the word is titty bars. They don't have titty bars. Don't come to Dumaguete. It's not good for dating. It's not good for relationships because they don't have titty bars and they don't have a nightlife. That's the content you get from a lot of vloggers out there about dating in the Philippines. That's the content you get from a lot of people in the Philippines about the Philippines.
Don't come here. There are no titty bars. Please subscribe to my channel.
I can't talk about these things very much because then Jay's getting too excited. Jay's getting aggressive. But that's the difference when you have a daughter in the Philippines versus a travel tourist vlogger. A guy who's pretending to be part of the Philippines. He doesn't want to get married. He's sitting in his condo. He's unhappy about his electric bill this month. He's unhappy about the weather. He's unhappy about a lot of things. And he wants to tell you about all the things he's unhappy about, except he doesn't realize there's 20 other foreign vloggers over there saying the same things. It gets old, and I can only imagine to Filipinos what it's like to hear another guy come over there and just keep it real. Jay, keep it real, man. You're just painting a pretty picture of everything. Listen, if I thought I was the only guy out there going to say some negativity about the Philippines, I might point out a few things, but actually I already have. Even my last video, I said something. I said, I don't see punk kids. And the very next words out of my mouth was, I know they're here, but I haven't seen many or any. But then I'm telling unicorns and rainbows and fairy tales. Take a breath, Jay, take a breath. It's just YouTube. It is just YouTube. These are just silly little videos until you have a daughter in the Philippines, until you have a wife. Actually, the wife is important too, that you have a wife in the Philippines, but sorry, it's never going to be quite the same until you have a baby. You have a baby, she might as well have been born in Kentucky. It's the same thing. I don't care that I'm not Filipino. When I had an Asian baby in the Philippines, I became Filipino. My heart has to protect that little girl. I have to become Filipino inside me. I have to think like a Filipino might think. I have to feel like a Filipino might think. I have to have the same concerns about fellow Filipinos that they have about things. I have to look out for them the same way I'd look out for my neighbors here. My neighbors across the street having a problem, I'd go check on them. If I see a Filipino having a problem in the Philippines, I'm probably going to check on them. I'm going to help them. When I see expats or locals or tourists dissing the country, I take it personal. It's very personal now. When I see things happening in the Philippines, dumb stuff, it's personal. That's my daughter. No different than people take things personal when they talk about their sporting teams. That stuff shouldn't even be personal, but people take that stuff serious. When you talk about a president to somebody that really passionately cares about their president and you talk about them, they take that stuff personal. When you have a daughter in the Philippines and somebody talks about the Philippines, or they talk about girls in the Philippines like they're just some commodity that you can purchase with a few bucks. I think for most of us out there, I think you forget what it's like to be somewhere and be welcomed. When you go in somewhere, they smile at you, they say hi to you. Strangers smile at you sometimes, probably every day. If you're out and about, you're going to get a few smiles. You're not used to that, are you? You're not used to being said hello to. You're not used to being able to say hi to someone and they stop and listen to see if you have anything else to say. I can't tell you how many times I just said hi to somebody and they stopped in front of me like they thought we was going to carry on a conversation because it would have been okay if I did so. That's what you're not used to. So when you get to the Philippines, why is it so powerful? Because most of the common interactions with people that you wish you already had, that you've probably given up on, it happens in the Philippines. It's not all about dating girls in the Philippines. It's not always about finding the cheapest rent. Many of it is just having a normal societal interaction with other people. One where you actually look forward to your day. You can go walk down the street. You can go walking down the street casually, just enjoying your day. You can nod at people, smile. You can buy a piece of fruit at a fruit stand. You don't even really care about buying the fruit, but you go buy something cheap. But you get to say hello to somebody and somebody else is going to smile at you and ask you how you're doing today. An interaction for a few pesos. You can't do that just anywhere. The Philippines, you get to do that everywhere, all the time. When I go buy a banana queue, usually they smile at me and they say, "Hi, sir, how you doing?" When I go into a restaurant somewhere, I don't get those very often. I don't even go to restaurants anymore because it's such an unenjoyable experience anymore. I'm good. I don't need any of those things anymore. I don't eat fast food anymore, not because I'm above fast food. The experience isn't enjoyable anymore. I haven't had a McDonald's hamburger in God knows how long. I mean, it's in the years, but it's not because I quit liking hamburgers. I love a McDonald's hamburger. They're not very good, but yeah, they're kind of nostalgic and they are, they got the right timing, but I just don't want them no more. In the Philippines, I'll go into a McDonald's. I'd go into a Jollibee's if it wasn't crazy packed, because it's not a bad experience. Someone's going to smile at me usually. Someone's going to ask me how I'm doing or how can I help you, sir? Basic common interactions is normal in the Philippines. It's not normal here in America anymore. I'm at the gym. I'm working out. I don't just stop and start talking to people because I can't. You know they're going to look at you like, why is he talking to me? If they know you, I could ask a question, but there's no conversations going on with anybody at the gym. When I was at the gym in Philippines, I asked some basic questions about some supplements and some health food that I wanted. Had a 30-minute conversation. In fact, I had to stop the conversation because it just felt like it was going to keep going and going. When you watch enough vloggers, a lot of the vlogs will come around to dating, living expenses, but some of us out there are just hoping to be accepted somewhere. When you can't even feel accepted in your own area where you're from, not that you're not accepted, but just the social life, the social interactions. I don't want to go to the bars. I don't want to hang out with people at bars anymore. Not that I ever did. But that's not the lifestyle I'm looking for to be accepted. In the Philippines, you belong. You're as normal as a coconut. There ain't nothing different about you being there. They've seen you before. They know what you're probably there for. That gets to be very addictive just to have a normal life. The Philippines can be more normal for you, the life that you thought you should have had here in America or whatever country you're from. But in the Philippines, it's just normal. Saying hi to people should be normal. Smiling at people should be a normal interaction that you have every day. It feels good. Helps make your stress go down. Anxiety goes down. You feel like you're okay. You know those endorphins? You know those little things that make you feel good? That's what having basic normal human courtesy with other people does for you.